What's going on, folks? Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling great. Let's get it in. Don't you feel like you're in a time loop? You do the same thing over and over and over and over again. Celebrate your birthday. Celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, St. Patrick's Day. You do the same thing over and over and over. Go to work, have sex, pay bills. Work, sex, bill. That's all we do as human beings. We just consume. All we do is eat, fuck, and work. That's our existence right now. That's all what the fuck we doing. Eat, fuck, and shit. And consume. We're not creative. We're robots. We're not free. We're slaves. I'm sorry. We're robots. This isn't life. They trick you to thinking that this is life. They program you since you was born, man. This whole thing been rigged since you was born. You got a birth certificate because they control you. You got an ID because they control you. You think ID matter? Think about it, man. You born free. Why the fuck do you need an ID? Think about it. Because you're trapped in the prison, you know? Prison for your mind. Nothing but eaters. Just consume. You think we advance. We're not advanced. You're not advanced at all. You're in a hellish state. You constantly gotta eat. You constantly gotta drink water. You constantly gotta go to work until you're 65, 75. You gotta shit, you get tired, but they call it life. But it's mental slavery. It's a prison for your mind. It's a beautiful prison for your mind. That's the whole point of it. The beauty is that you don't realize you're in prison because you think you have free will. They give you entertainment, basketball, football, soccer, boxing, all that is entertainment. They give you celebrities to look up to, and you think that's life. And you think that's life. Sorry. You think that's life. But it's not life. Wake up. Wake up, folks. Consume, just consume until the day we die. But they call it life. No, it's a prison for your mind. There's other reality that exists. There's other world that exists. There's other dimension that exists. You know? Parallel universe, the multiverse, alternate reality. Who knows? We only see 1% of reality. The rest we don't even know. The rest we don't even see. That lets you know that there's other worlds out there, dimensions, reality, stuff that's probably beyond our understanding. I don't think death is the end. That's just my take on it. I don't know where the soul's going exactly. I'm not gonna sit there and act like I know what happened when we die. But what I think is, I think there's other worlds out there. I think whatever, you know, wherever we came from, we might just go back there. Who knows? Unless you believe in reincarnation. And that's cool. They say energy never dies. You know what I mean? So, I don't think this isn't life. I think we're in a prison planet. I think we are in a prison planet. And I think there's, you know, powerful group of people. I know powerful group of people that's pulling the strings. They choose your presidents. They choose your stars. They push industry plants, activists, create fake leaders. They control all of that. That's what you guys don't understand. They print the money. They control the food. They control everything. The media, the medical industry, all the colleges. I'm telling you, It's a beast, man. They own all the system. The system is rigged against you, man. But the fight is not physical, though. It's spiritual. What I mean by that is there's some kind of war that's going on that the human eye can't see. I believe for this planet, for our soul, for our mind. There are forces that want to keep humanity trapped here. Of forces maybe beyond our understanding. Think about it, man. Think deep. You pay to live on a planet. Think about it. Things grow for free, but they make you pay. It's made up. I want you guys to really think about that. Why would they do that? Who would be so evil enough to say, if you want this apple that grows from the ground for free, you gotta pay a fake money for it. The money I use, you gotta use my money that I print if you want this. You can't touch the water. You gotta pay that bill. If you want free water that Earth naturally gave us, you gotta pay. That is a force that is trying to keep you trapped here. An entity that we cannot see is controlling this planet and made it so. Those people that we see enforcing the law work for that force. Whatever that force may be, reptilian, exectilians, God, demon, Satan, whatever the fuck. There are forces I believe there are forces that we cannot, be, you know what I mean? Now, there's gonna be some Christians be like, you believe in God. No, the only difference is, hold on, I gotta step on something. The only difference is, I don't try to put a character on it. I don't make it a religion. When I say I don't believe in God, meaning that I will not worship no entity outside of myself. That doesn't mean I don't think there's a, some kind of force or consciousness that's out there, that's beyond our understanding. I would be a fool. I just don't subscribe to the God religion. That's what I don't believe in. Of course, I believe in the spiritual realm. Of course, this is spiritual warfare. You know what I mean? And religion is part of that. Jesus is part of that. All that shit is part of the spiritual warfare. You know what I mean? It's all rigged. Anyways, that'd be good. That's the word. I'm out.